Blue Blazers is a story all about manga, from the creation to the consumption. And as one of the few people who have consumed both versions of Blue Blazers, I think there are some things that I have to say that no one else can. See, a large amount of the characterization that occurs throughout the series is shown through a character's manga. But this isn't so much the case in the manga of Blue Blazers. But I digress. See, the way that the characterization is shown is in terms of preference, style, and care. For example, when we're first introduced to Aoi Honoo, the camera is placed in front of his manga collection. With neatly arranged volumes, we get the sense that he has a deep affection for a small amount of series, which later on is confirmed. Next, we see that he is reading a magazine, specifically Monthly Shonen Sunday Special, the serialization that he would later get published in. What makes this detail integral to defining the character of Honoo is that it builds a base of knowledge for him to refer to later in the series. This detail also shows that Honoo is always on the lookout for young talent, something that he himself aspires to be. This idea is also shown at the end of the TV drama, with Anno asking to have his copy signed, Anno himself being a young talent who is looking out for the other young talent of the time. But that same scene shows an example from the third category as well, that being the total amount of care that Anno takes of his collection. See, whilst Honoo had a very neat collection that had been read through once, possibly 3 times at most, we see that Anno has his copy of the magazine released on that day, and it looks like it's been read through many times, the same amount of times as I've read through any of my serializations. And then we'll get to an example of the second kind. Style. Throughout the series, we see that Honoo is trying to join the manga club, but when we see the president compare himself and Anno in terms of their artwork, he's able to clearly show the lines of influence for Honoo's art, whilst Honoo is unable to understand where the president's art is coming from. And that's simply due to the fact of the broadness of one's taste. See, once we get towards the end of the series, we see Honoo's art looking more and more like that of the club president. Okay, so now that you've heard all of this, you're probably thinking that this is a lot of character through such a small detail. And that's what makes the TV version of Blue Blazers so special in comparison to the manga. The staff behind the series were able to see that this would be how each of these people would interact with their manga. Something that is overlooked in the manga version of it. Now, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, consider leaving a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike. Consider leaving a comment and supporting me on my Patreon. All of that helps a lot. Also, if you want to help me continue translating Blue Blazers, I'll leave an email in the description. If you flick me something over there, I can happily take you on board for some help. Thanks for watching.